to Made for More Living.
One small step for man.
With Johnny Jennings.
Kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy.
The fastest and most exciting hour of news, events, and real estate in Northern California.
And this is a fact that was proved.
Online at madeformorerealty.com.
Does everybody know what time it is?
Get ready. Here we go.
On the show today, we are going to be talking about AI, specifically how agents can use AI to grow their business, leverage their business, and get time back. This is not going to be a podcast about if you're not going to use AI, you're going to get left in the dust. This is not a podcast about what is AI. This is going to be a podcast and a radio show about how to use AI. And to help us with that, we have Carrie Soave. And she is with the AI Solution. It's her own company. And Carrie, you're actually based out of, is it Canada?
Yeah, I'm in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Oh my gosh. So Valerie and I, we traveled all 50 states. My wife and I, we traveled all 50. And I vividly remember, like, there's some places that stand out to you. Niagara Falls was one of them, because Niagara Falls, US is not nice at all. And then you walk across the bridge, and in Canada, it's like really nice. It's like going to Mexico. Like, you go to Mexico from California, and it's like, oh, Mexico's not that nice. It felt the same way though in Niagara Falls. Why is it so much nicer in Canada than Niagara Falls?
I don't know.
Are there casinos or something over there? It looked like
there is 2 casinos here, but we're also wine country. So
really?
I think we have a really good wine culture here. Niagara on the Lake is like famous. We've got a bunch of like famous actors that have homes there, and yeah, it's peach country too. We grow a lot of produce. It's really wholesome.
That's cool.
Like, not what you would think for a casino town, but it's beautiful. All of Southern Ontario is really beautiful.
It was, absolutely gorgeous. Valerie and I were staying at a little Airbnb, and we walked over to Niagara Falls, and we wanted to see the sunset at Niagara Falls. And as we're walking back, I did not feel safe. So I'm like, we should have just stayed in the Canada side. But anyway, so on the show today, we're with Carrie, and we're going to talk about AI. And I was watching something you put out recently about how on Google, then now if you look at the search bar, especially on like desktops or laptops, you have the AI search feature, and how that is growing in relevance and prevalence. Can you speak a little bit about what that means for not only buyers and sellers, but specifically agents?
Yeah, well, you have the AI tab, but you also have an AI summary now on Google that pops up and just answers whatever question you're asking Google. The future is AI search engines. So I don't know about you, but I haven't met a lot of people in the last 6 months that are still using traditional Google. They're either, if they're Googling something, they're just taking the AI summary. And that's if they're using Google at all. Most people are using ChatGPT and LLMs like ChatGPT for their searches. Perplexity is a huge one. I think it's like the OG of AI search engines. And that's because it's not giving you pages and pages of results mixed in with tons of sponsored ads. It's giving you 1 to 3 recommendations or answers for what you're looking for. It's completely streamlined. So the more people use it, it's significantly changing our business as realtors. Forget about every other industry, obviously, but think about this. What does this mean if the consumer is going onto ChatGPT and asking for, the nicest condo building in Niagara Falls, New York? Not that there is one, I'm joking. Right? It's going to make suggestions, and it's going to recommend things. If you're searching for an agent, so how sellers are finding their agents is going to look a lot different too. So you can really narrow down and niche down in your question. First of all, I don't know about you, but I use voice command for everything now. I'm not even typing anything in. So I'll just pick up my ChatGPT on my phone and say, okay, I'm thinking about selling my house. I have a waterfront home. on Niagara-on-the-Lake, and I really want to use an agent that knows this area, but I want to use a female. And I don't really want her to have a big family with kids because I'm super needy as a client and I want her to be available all the
You
time.
know exactly what you want in an agent.
But most people kind of do. They have an idea of what they want. And if that person exists, they're going to be served up on a silver platter by the AI search engine, as opposed to getting, sponsored ads or, the game is kind of rigged in Google, right? So,
Is there a way for, like, let's say there were three ladies that fit that description. Is there a way for one of them to show up more often than the other two?
well, it's all going to come down to the AI search engine. Think of an AI search engine as like tons of tiny little spiders just combing everything on the web, including social media. So the more content, the more authority, the more reviews, all of these things, that's what's going to dictate who gets recommended,
Got it.
right? Yeah, so that's why social media content creation, it's not just about websites anymore. In fact, like I kind of predict that websites are going to be just a very small factor in AI recommendations, very small, because if it's the amount of high value content that's available out there about you online that's driving these recommendations, what's the one place you can accomplish getting a ton of value out there very frequently? Social media, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you include YouTube when you consider social media?
Yeah, YouTube's a major factor as well. Major.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So probably what you're foreseeing is potentially the website's going to be a basic landing page, maybe a little search feature, but most of the content that is driving your relevance, like your score in AI, is going to come from Instagram, your descriptions in Instagram, YouTube, the videos you're posting, things like that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you know this or not, but uh, Instagram now, your reels can be shown on the web. So it's this new feature that's available. Instagram is driving your reels out to Google and these search engines.
I had
So
heard about that. I heard about that, and the descriptions are now searchable as well. So if you put like, hey, check, like if you're doing a home tour and you're doing a little reel of a home tour, and in the description it's like, hey, check out this beautiful home in 123 Main Street in your city, that's actually becoming searchable as well. And I'm kind of glad to see that because it's fighting back against TikTok. I don't know why they didn't do that out the gate. TikTok did. Right?
yeah, yeah. There's one thing everybody needs to be very careful of. So traditionally, we've stuffed keywords into all of our content,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For those out there who don't know what a keyword is real estate, or Hamilton real estate, or Sacramento real estate. So
Yep.
everybody's filling all their content with keywords because the way traditional SEO works, it's a keyword algorithm. So it's matching words in a search with words on a website. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now, think about this AI, you have to look at AI. It has human characteristics, it has the ability to think and process as humans, right? So it can actually look at the content and find value in the content it's not just looking for keywords anymore. So what you're writing in your descriptions, all of the copy needs to be optimized for AI search engines. And that means directly answering the questions that people are asking online.
So can you use AI to like use a prompt or something like that to come up with, hey, the come up with a description that would help optimize my search results on AI and
Yeah.
and do that, or is that
Yeah, so what I did was I did deep research into being recommended by AI search engines, how the SEO is changing. Took that report, built it into a custom GPT, so that it can easily convert all of my content into being AI discoverable, right?
Yeah. AI discoverable is probably the term I'm looking for.
Yeah, but all the tools I create, you don't even have to think about it. Everything all my tools create is optimized for AI search engines.
You have tools for everything too. And we'll get in that in just a little bit, but like I've tried creating custom chat GPTs and I lasted 15 minutes. And
What?
I don't, maybe it's just because I was frustrated, but it just seemed like it was a lot.
Yeah. So you really need to understand prompt engineering at a higher level to be able to create a good custom GPT. Because a good custom GPT is trained really, really well. So let's say my GPT for writing emails and drip campaigns, okay? I'm not a copywriter. So what I did was I went and did deep research into the top copywriters in, SaaS products or whatever the purpose is, real estate. I chose my favorite copywriter, and your favorite copywriters because it's the only emails that you read. We all get like a million emails. Look at who wrote them and train your GPT on how those are written, that person's concepts, pull out their frameworks, pull out their strategies, and then feed that as its knowledge base. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. But it took you a while to explain it. That's why I gave up after 30 seconds. I was like, there's somebody out here who's done this better than me. I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel. You have used the term deep research a couple of times. Do you mind explaining what that is in case people don't know?
Yeah. So deep research, all of the LLMs like ChatGPT, Google, Claude, they all have the ability to do very extensive deep research and everything. So they'll pull up a report. Sometimes it'll take an hour for them to do it. You come back and it's got a nice report. All the citations are there. This deep research cuts down on the probability of hallucinations as well because it's citing all the sources in each line. And it's basically doing a research project for you. And I use that to learn about anything.
So how do you draw the line? Like, where do you just use Chat GPT for like regular purposes versus saying, hey, we're going to tap on the deep research, tab, and I'm going to wait a couple minutes and see what they come up with?
I use deep research a lot personally. So I use deep research. So I use Chat GPT for automations. I use tasks in Chat GPT. And what a task looks like is it's like a prompt that's run automatically without me having to write the prompt in on a specific day, time, and it's repeatable. I can set it to run every month or every day or every week. And one of the ones that I have running is to do deep research, and I give it a time frame. In the last month, all of the events, all of the new restaurant openings, anything community based for a specific area that I'm working in. So it would be like for my trading area, it'd be Hamilton, Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
And then using all of that information to create my monthly newsletter because it's giving high value, the events that are coming up, what new restaurants my database might want to try in the neighborhood, new shops that opened up. So I use it all the time. Really.
Is this all included in the, or do you teach people or provide them with the resources to do this in your AI solution program?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Everything is it's all documented workflows. They just gotta plug it in. It's all done. I've learned things about people in the last 2 years. Like nobody has time to learn to do all of this stuff. So
it's a whole nother job.
It's I'm just plug in what I've already built, plug in the tools I built, plug in the workflows I built. It doesn't have to be that difficult. Let me do the hard stuff because that's the stuff I love.
Love it. So when we come back after the break, we will be talking with Carrie about how you can implement AI easily in your business. You don't have to eat the whole elephant in one bite. We'll give you 1 or 2 tactical tips for you to implement today. Back after this.
If you're feeling a little overwhelmed and lost in what we're talking about today, and you just need things simple and easy, Johnny Jennings and the Made for More team are there for you to walk you through every step of the process. They make it super easy, simple, in a way that you can understand, and they're going to get you the most money for your home in the quickest amount of time. So what do? You reach out, you search Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty, and find out how you can get at least 3 cash offers on your home. Talk about easy and simple. 3 cash offers on your home in as-is condition. Again, just Google Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty and get more for your home.
This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings. Online at madeformorerealty.com.
We are back with Carrie Soave with the AI solution, and we are talking about AI in real estate and how it can help your agents make more money but thereby make you more money. Because if your agent is not using AI, then, well, they're quite simply falling behind. The scary thing, though, Carrie, with AI is, where do I start? It's this huge new landscape, and a lot of agents just have paralysis of analysis. They're not sure where to go. What are some quick, easy things that you would recommend an agent who is not using AI, what they can do to kind of get their feet wet?
Okay, so I think the most important thing to do, because I need to point this out, agents come to me now and they say, "Oh, Carrie, I get it. AI is my assistant." And I'm like, "Oh, you don't get it, because it's not your assistant anymore. It's now smarter than us. It's your advisor."
Oh, man, that's a little scary. That's like, I don't know if I would do the self-driving Tesla cars yet.
So in order to truly make it our advisor and give it all of the information it needs so it can help us to the largest extent, you need to start having conversations with it every single day. So I tell everybody in my community, I'm like, okay, this is a new way of life. I can hand you all the workflows and all the tools, but you're not going to use them. Why? It's a new way of life. It's a new way of doing business that we're not used to. It's like somebody going onto social media for the first time and, not being used to documenting their whole life. So they don't do the things. It's the same thing. So first thing I want everybody to do is get one of the LLM apps on their phone. This can be ChatGPT. This can be Gemini. This can be Claude. This can be Grok. Or
it doesn't matter. You really don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And on your lunch break, or the end of the day, you're going to spend 20 minutes and you're going to voice clip it. You're going to tell it through AVM, advanced voice mode.
Which sounds scary, but you're just talking to it. It's just
you're just telling it how your day's going, and don't feel weird about it, because it'll actually comment on your day and ask you follow-up questions. But the whole point to this is that if you do this every day for 2 weeks, it's going to start to understand you, start to understand how you work, your personal life. And really, for AI to be able to make any kind of impact on our lives and our business, it really needs to understand you to your core. So that's where everybody needs to start. Okay.
That is such great advice. So for example, I am training for an Ironman. I was asked ChatGPT at the beginning of this year, hey, what do I need to do? What are some workouts? How do I build up to this event? And then, I don't know, a couple months later, I asked it something else, just fitness related. And it asked me, oh, would you like this to be catered towards your Ironman training? I did not ask AI to do that. I didn't even know it was going to remember that, because it wasn't in that same thread. But so you're saying everything that you do with that, let's say ChatGPT, that it's cataloging that and it's going to reference that in future responses.
Yeah. So if you were to take that a step further and your initial conversation was, I need some workouts for Ironman, but then maybe you set up an automation or just took it upon yourself every day to be like, hey, this was my day. This is what I got done. I didn't make it to my workout, or my workout sucked, and this is why. If you just had those conversations, now the AI is learning about you, and it's learning about your limitations too. So that it can touch on those for my AI understands that I have a delegation complex. It reminds me in everything that I do. So I have automation set up. It gives me my tasks every week. But then it'll remind me, like, make sure you get Rika, your assistant, to do this. Like, do not try to do it yourself. We know you're going, like, do you see the value that's coming into
Absolutely.
this as it gets to know us? It goes far beyond just it knowing about you and your business, because now it can watch for these triggers, right? Through other conversations. It can bring them up in any task that you ask it to do. Well, maybe not. That's not a great idea, because you tend to not reach out to your clients when you should. So maybe we should hire an ISA. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I really
So that
like
would be the
that.
number one. That would
So
be the
just
number one.
so just start engaging with it. Don't even try to implement it in your business. Don't even try to you know, use it necessarily for gain. Just start interacting with it.
Yeah, like I fired somebody on my team a couple months ago, and then I was talking to it about, because I'm building this sales team, and it just said to me, it stopped me, and it said, just remember, you do not want this personality type. It did not work out well. So, do you want me to put together a framework for like the perfect whatever position I was looking for at the time, to make sure that we avoid all the mistakes you've made before? Like,
Oh, that's
these are the
wild.
things, right? And that's when AI becomes an advisor and no longer an assistant. But you have to be having those conversations. And that's why your lunchtime chat, or your rush hour traffic, your drive chat on the car on the way home every day is super important, because it gets to know your personality. Yeah, it's just, it knows what you complain about. Yeah, it's great, and it can be really constructive.
I use it a lot for try to be more empathetic, right? To like team members or to clients. Like I'm so frustrated with them, like how to reply with empathy, or how should I reply to this? And it has just started dialing it in. Like it sounds more like me and less like, somebody who is a little over the top with empathy,
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
so it's constantly learning. So that's step number one. Just use it. Let's say somebody's been using it now for a couple of months. It's
Mhm.
learned them, or they're comfortable with it. They use it to check the weather. They use it to get current events. They use it to craft like messages on cards and things like that. What would be like the next step for that person?
Um, Creating a workflow. So, okay. The first two steps I would recommend, we both know how important systems are in our business. I'm an operations minded person, which is probably why I'm so good at coaching AI and building out these workflows, because that's how my brain works. So if you don't, am I right or am I right? If you don't have documented SOPs in your business, you don't have a growing business. Like, that's just how it is.
Absolutely.
So maybe if you don't have them currently in your business, maybe we start with the foundation and have ChatGPT grow some systems and some SOPs. If you already have them, ask AI to improve them, make recommendations on how to make them better. And then, because doing one thing with AI is great, but I'm a big believer in complete workflows. Why would I do one thing with AI when I can do 30?
Sure.
So now it knows my SOPs and my systems. Now I can ask AI where to plug in AI at each step of these SOPs, where I can automate. And I think that is where I would start.
That's probably the best answer I've ever heard around that. Because agents are so intimidated. They don't want to create the database, or they're scared to create their database, or they have these generic workflows, but they don't have the SOPs. You can just talk it into the chat and say, hey,
Yeah.
here's what I'm doing. Here's my steps. Create a workflow or create an
Yeah.
SOP.
And then, okay, now I'd like to automate as much of this as possible. Where can I plug in, and how can I plug in AI?
Boom.
Like, like, it's so funny, because I was on this other radio show about a month ago, and the host asked me, he's like, how do do you use AI, or how do you train people? I'm like, I use AI to train people. Like, there's no training anymore in my company. I teach you how to use AI when you come in, and you let AI train you. because it's going to do a really freaking good job. My assistant it's wonderful watching the evolution. Of course, she still has questions, but now she's so used to using it that she just asks it what she doesn't know. If I ask her to build something and she doesn't know how to build it, she doesn't come to me and say, how do I build this? She goes to AI and asks how to build it. If you don't know how to do something, you should be asking your AI.
This might be an embarrassing question to ask, but I need to know the answer. Is there a way to create like a place where all of your company's information is stored so that way your employees can go, hey, what's the answer to this? Or where can I find that?
Okay, so ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude all have a connector feature now. Okay.
I saw that. I connected my Google
yeah.
Drive and stuff to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So ChatGPT's had it for a while. It finally started working with the launch of ChatGPT 5. Yes.
Okay.
So now you can actually ask ChatGPT, if you have those connected, any questions about your Gmail, your Google Drive, anything like that. So that would work if you had a team account, because you would attach the drive to the team account. Alternatively, because I've done consulting for a lot of
team account with chat or team account? What do you mean by team account?
ChatGPT. Yeah.
How do you get it? What's the cost of a team account?
It's like $25 per person on the team account. So
okay,
that's a little costly. You might want to look into one of the things that I've built for a brokerage is they have their password protected website with all the brokerages training and everything they need to know. Building a chatbot and hosting it on with the knowledge base being everything on the website. So
there
easy,
you go.
Right?
What about so I'm really interested in figuring out a way to implement chat in a way or AI in a way that helps the clients, because they're always like, well, what does this mean? What's the next step? Do you have any tips on that?
Yes. This is my favorite topic. Okay.
Let's talk about it when we come back from the break. Let's talk about your favorite topic back after this.
My wife and I, we have a favorite sushi restaurant we go to on a regular basis. We love it. But even though we love this restaurant, we've never taken the time to give them a positive Google review. So imagine how good you must be if you have over 1,000 5-star Google reviews. That's Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty. Don't believe me? Go read them for yourself and check out the rave reviews, the testimonies of people who have worked with Johnny Jennings and Made for More Realty and love their experience. So all you got to do is just Google Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty and get more for your home.
This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings. Online at madeformorerealty.com.
We are back with Carrie Soave, and she is going to share her favorite thing about AI. We've covered a lot of ground so far. We've talked about how to implement AI easily in your business, how to get started in it. But what is your favorite thing that you wish more agents would do, Carrie?
Okay, so I have hundreds of agents that I coach in AI. And everybody is super focused on, using AI to make more money, make their business better, save costs, save expenses, save time.
Yep.
That's all fine and dandy. Not enough agents are building AI solutions for their clients. That's like going to set you apart from being here to be going up here, because we're in a customer-based industry. We are in a relationship-based industry. We are competing with so many other agents. It's all about what you do differently and what you offer. And if you can increase your unique value proposition by creating solutions to your clients' problems using AI, game over.
I agree. It just sounds so scary. Like, what if the AI gives them bad information? Like, I'm in California. People love to sue everybody. What if they give them bad info? Like what? So what would be some good ways that agents could start implementing this for their clients?
Okay, so I think the most basic is by providing knowledge and visuals to their clients in the form of a workflow that you're going to complete. So let's say we're going to see a home with your buyers and it needs some renovations. In 2 seconds, you can pop those listing pictures into ChatGPT and get a reimagined renovation for them with a step-by-step action plan on how they're going to go about making this home look like that with a budget. Like, these are the things you can be providing your clients with after going to see a group of houses, doing an analysis on a bunch of homes that they've seen in comparison, right? And having AI help walk them through that. But I believe you guys should be building custom GPTs for your clients. So I have a guy, here's an example. I have a guy in the AI solution. He is from Palm Springs. He's an EXP agent. And he came to me because I have lives every week. And he comes in and he says, Carrie, I want to build something for my clients. And I get really excited because nobody ever asked me for help with that. And I'm like, oh, thank God, here we go. And I said, okay, tell me about your business. And he's like, okay, so I'm a realtor, but I also have a construction company and I work with flippers. I'm like, I know exactly what we're going to build. So I said, do you have a framework for your pricing structures for your construction business? He says, yes. I said, great. We're going to build a GPT. So in about 20 minutes, we built him live on the call a GPT where he could give it to his clients. His clients could upload the picture of the home they just bought or the one they're thinking about buying. And it would reimagine it after the renovation, but it also gave them a budget as well as per his costs and his pricing for his construction company. And then it would even spit out an implementation plan as well. So we built that. He gave it to his clients, obviously, but then he started using it as a lead magnet to bring in more clients.
So how do you give it to your clients? Because that sounds incredible, but like, where is it? Is it just a link or how does it work?
Yeah, it's just a link. You share a link with them and they click on the link and it opens, and they have to have a ChatGPT account. It can be a free account though. It doesn't matter. And they just open it. They click the link and it opens in their own ChatGPT account. And it's the way we build it. The way you have to build these if you're giving them away is so that the GPT walks them through the process. Okay. Because the biggest obstacle to people using AI is they don't even know what to ask for.
Yep.
Right? So everything I build, whether it's for realtors or for realtors' clients, is you push a button that says, let's go. Simple. And then the GPT tells you, this is what I'm going to do for you today. Unless you'd like something a little bit like just one of these things. Here are the questions I need you to answer to be able to complete. This is what I need from you. So that GPT would say, please upload the pictures of the home that you want reimagined after a renovation. And then it asks them about the style. It asks them about price range because it wants to get in a certain budget for them.
Yeah.
You know what it means? It guides them through the process.
I love that.
That is the most important. Like, you and I could build a GPT for myself that has no guidance whatsoever because I built it and I know what it does, right?
Yep.
But if you're going to build it for other people, you just want to make sure that your custom instructions are very instructional. Like there's clear parameters on how you want this to flow, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm just thinking about this. My mind is worrying. And so, for example, I get questions all the time. Hey, what should I do in my house to get it ready for picture day? Right? Well, I could probably have a custom GPT. Hey, just, take some pictures and it'll give you a room by room suggestion on how to get your home ready for picture day.
Absolutely.
Or what's another common one? So we send regular emails out at each step of like each milestone. And maybe there could be like a custom GPT. Hey, if you're curious about what happens next, you have more questions about the process, go to this custom GPT. And it's like, okay, your contingencies have been removed. The next step is things to look out for include things like that.
Yeah, that would be great. So I have an agent who built one for closings here in Canada. So we backloaded it with like all the utility companies in the area and preferred vendors for anything that they may need,
wow.
phone numbers and all of that stuff. So now you're not getting phone calls from your clients. Hey, I need a guy for this. Oh my God, I need this. What utility companies are, you know what I mean? It's
vendor GPT. That'd be huge.
Vendor GPT, or like if you work with a lot of investors, an investor GPT that has, because each realtor that works with investors kind of has their spreadsheet that calculates ROI and everything. Everybody does it slightly different, but uploading that on the back end so that the client can use it to calculate whether this is a good investment property for them or not.
Oh my gosh. There's so many different uses for it.
Right? Why are more agents not doing this? I don't know.
I think they just don't know how. And honestly, like I've spent some time on it and it's a little intimidating, the whole custom GPT thing. Maybe if I did one, maybe two, I'd be like, okay, I got it. I can figure it out. But you've already done so much of the legwork and you've already figured out all these different, I mean, you're just an idea factory over there. And I think part of it is because you've done it. You've done all these things, right?
Yeah.
You've created these custom GPTs. But aside from custom GPTs, something that I know you're passionate about is content creation, using AI for that. Like you have tons of great tools and resources around content creation. You mind going into that a little bit?
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, content creation is good for AI discoverability and recommendations. But, we're in a crazy industry and things are like this. Like a couple of years, we're just swimming in money and then we're struggling to get a dig. It's a roller coaster. And I think that the most important thing you can do for your business is build a solid brand that can withstand any market. And using AI to do that it's how I built this company. Like at the end of the day, I didn't spend money on ads until about 6 months ago. And I was already like a year and a half in and already successful. I built this all organically and I used AI to do it though. So I understand branding. I'm really good at marketing. Like I built the marketing team at EXP, the marketing department, all of their GPTs. Like I'm very good at marketing. I've been 15 years licensed realtor. Okay. And for the entire 15 years, I've been branded digitally. Like I got 90 to 95% of my business from social media. And I don't mean leads. I'm talking buyers and sellers reaching out to me. I understood how to get business online, like not a lot of agents did. Mm-hmm. So my ability to build these tools around social media, I don't even need to do deep research. This is my thing. I just put my brain into these tools and start making money. Everything I build, you got to understand, I built for myself initially. Like this is built by an agent for an agent that wants to win at life and business. You know what I mean? This is not built by a bro in a basement. This is what I've used to build companies already, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so when we're talking about the content creation, like I think you mentioned you have a new virtual, what's the term?
I have a new AI twin. If you guys don't follow me, you need to go to my Instagram. So I've already...
What is your Instagram? What's the best way to find you?
So we just changed the name of it. It's my first and last name and then AI. That's it. Carrie Soave AI. But yeah, I've had an AI twin for a few months now. Guys, I want to say just because the technologies exist doesn't mean we should use it yet. Sometimes it takes a long time to finally get to a place. Like AI avatars and twins have been around for a year and a half, maybe even longer now. Like I haven't used them though because they were clunky and they just looked ridiculous and it was awful.
So for those people who don't know what an AI twin is, it looks like you and it's supposed to sound like you and act like you. So it looks like if somebody's watching a video, they're like, "Oh, that's Carrie," but it's not.
Carrie?
Yeah, is it Carrie?
Yeah.
But now you're saying the technology is better. It's not as clunky.
Yeah.
The lips move like the way the lips are supposed to move.
Yeah. Exactly. So I've been using it now for a few months and then I just had a new AI twin built. This is a full body. This is not like me sitting here talking like a talking head avatar. That's not what this is. Some of my content is getting really crazy over the last week. So go to my Instagram. Like I think there was a video launched last night that is me zoomed in and then scrolling out as if a drone is going out in front of a mansion. and a huge transformer or machine monster comes from behind the house and is like trying to get me. You can build, and this is all AI generated. So the me in there, that it looks like me. I've got a video out there where I'm hanging on a yacht. I wasn't on a yacht, guys. Like, I can literally be hanging from a skyscraper in Dubai.
I'm looking at him right now. It's crazy.
Right? So
This is the one
like,
with the transformer.
So video generation, image generation is so huge right now. But like, here's the thing, and I want to say this so that everybody hears me. Like any new trend, once more and more and more people use it, it's going to flood the market. Okay. Mm-hmm. So with the video generation, with the video twins, use them now, because there will come a time when we will have to revert back to just old school blogging diaries. You know what I mean? Like, just the raw footage, and that's okay. I'm all about the most recent tech, the most recent trends. And I think I said this to you before we started recording. Everybody knows that they have to implement AI. You don't know how many agents I get that are like, Carrie, I know I need AI. I'm going to do it in about 6 months to a year. And I say, why? Like, why would you wait? You can implement it right now and literally take the edge. Do you want an edge? Because if you wait until more agents are using it, 6 months, 1 year down the road, it could literally be the baseline to be in this business.
Yeah.
You know, you're just missing a major opportunity.
I think it's fear and uncertainty. And so they're pushing it off. They think they don't have the time. Right.
But they're going to, if they know how to have to do it eventually, why not like take advantage of doing it first?
I agree. And not even first, like you've already done it, right? Just follow your footsteps.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's so much opportunity right now. So much opportunity.
Think about my dad.
Imagine adding AI video elements and editing into your listings, like your listing videos. Imagine what you can create. Like, people are already doing it, but not enough agents are using it. I am highly entertained by, a new build, like literally materializing, and all of like the construction materials are just like dropping in and forming this. Like, I think that's some cool stuff. And we are in the business of needing to stand out. So if this is the thing right now, then try it.
Absolutely. And it's not cost prohibitive, right? These aren't like, we're not talking thousands of dollars a month.
We're talking, okay, so in order to have 20 viral, reels like the ones that I'm doing right now with your AI twin in it, we're talking under $1,000 a month for 20 videos. Do you know what it would cost you to have a videographer edit content that you actually shoot yourself? We're talking
more than $1,000 bucks.
$4,000 a month just for editing. And you still have to do all the things. Like, this is just editing, right? Yep. So there's major opportunity right now, because AI is, democratizing everything. It's making everything more accessible. It's leverage. Like I've been saying it for 2 years. AI is affordable leverage.
So if you've been afraid to make videos, you don't have to be afraid anymore. You can just have your AI twin make the videos.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
Well, hey, when we come back, this has all been building up to Carrie's The AI Solution. It's the name of her company. And we're going to be talking about what that all entails and how you can get connected with Carrie. Back after this.
If you're feeling a little overwhelmed and lost in what we're talking about today, and you just need things simple and easy, Johnny Jennings and the Made for More team are there for you to walk you through every step of the process. They make it super easy, simple, in a way that you can understand, and they're going to get you the most money for your home in the quickest amount of time. So what do? You reach out, you search Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty, and find out how you can get at least 3 cash offers on your home. Talk about easy and simple. 3 cash offers on your home in as-is condition. Again, just Google Johnny Jennings with Made for More Realty and get more for your home.
This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings. Online at madeformorerealty.com.
So we're back with Carrie Soave with the AI solution. And we've been talking about how to easily implement AI, how to create content, how to provide a better customer experience, how to provide a better employee experience, how to leverage AI to save you a lot of time. But this honestly sounds like a lot of work, Carrie. And before we started the segment, the producer Mike was saying, "Hey, Johnny, like, how can people learn how to do this? Can you answer that question?" So the floor is yours, Carrie. What's the easiest way for someone to learn how to do all this?
So I've been training agents and coaching agents on how to implement AI into their entire business for the last 2 years. Okay. And it's evolved over time. It started with training. And as AI evolved, I started building the tools. I now have built GPTs for every area of your business, whether it's, contract analysis or property analysis to social media to funnel building to ads, like you name it, even agent attraction. And we're having massive results with that too. But basically, I've built as much of a plug and play roadmap as it can possibly be without being an agency. And this is because agents' time are valuable and they need something that works. I'm the operations mind. I do all the work. I give you the roadmap. I don't just build the tools too and bring you the abilities. I build them into like 20-step workflows for you. So there is no mistaking where you need to be using it. But then another problem came into play. About 6 months ago, I'm looking around and I'm like, agents are paying thousands of dollars for AI training that is literally irrelevant a month after they take it. And this was 6 months ago. Now AI is moving so fast. I was on a presentation with Glenn and Seth last week, and they were like, we can't even keep up because they have a regular job. I'm having a problem keeping up. Like, it is so much. So I quickly decided, like, if you guys like bought an AI training a year ago, like, you don't even know what's going on. I'm sure you kind of get that idea now after this conversation, but like, so I quickly turned the AI solution into a lifetime access program and community that I update with the newest and the best tools, workflows, and features every single month, sometimes twice a month, because that's how quickly things are moving. For example, a month ago, AI avatars are finally usable. Mm-hmm. I built in a whole module on how to create your own, how to feed them the scripts, where the scripts come from, like the whole process of using an AI avatar or twin of yourself to go from your scripting all the way to having it deliver the script to editing to posting on socials. Okay. So I added that in because it was finally ready to use. A week ago, I did another add-on because I feel like AI voice callers are finally here. They're finally at a place where we could use them. I've found some really good services that are much cheaper than hiring ISAs and get 100 times the work done. So that's something I finally brought people. Has this been available for 2 years? Yes, but it was crap because, it was basically
in its infancy.
Yeah, infancy. It had a 70% accuracy rate, but we're finally there. So this is what I spend my days doing. What is the new technology? What is the latest features? What are the latest capabilities? I don't just bring them into the community in the program. I literally figure out how we as realtors can use it and then build out the tools or complete workflow. So it's really easy for you to implement. So now this is the only AI source, tools, program, and community you will ever need.
So that sounds almost too good to be true, Carrie. Like that is exactly what people have been looking for. That's what I've been looking for. I go to YouTube University, I go to Chat GPT University and try to figure this stuff out. Something that has left me typically hesitant to pull the trigger on any of these one company solutions is how does this integrate into like my daily workflows? So like we use a lot of like the CRMs we use or the tools we use. How does how can I use AI to help with those, like integrate with those aspects of the business?
Okay, so I want to point out that ChatGPT and most tools are not automated. Like you can't integrate them yet with all platforms. So have you guys heard of AI agents? AI agents, custom GPTs are a version of AI agents. They're just not fully autonomous. Fully autonomous meaning do the work on its own, connect to the platforms. And the reason that I have not created true fully automated AI agents yet is because we all use different platforms.
Yep.
And I'm not going to create an AI agent unless it's completely autonomous and can automate the entire transaction management. But we use SkySlope. Some people use other things. Like, you know what I mean? I can't. Yeah. So, but I do believe that LLMs like ChatGPT at some point, I think within the next year, will be able to connect to every single platform out there. Companies, platforms, websites are going to have to change. They're going to have more open APIs. That's how they connect. That's what makes two components, two websites, two platforms connect to each other.
So if they do have an open API already, are you able to connect or?
It's not there yet. Okay. So ChatGPT launched agent mode. Agent mode is great. It goes on your computer, takes over your computer, does things for you. You just have to log in. It's not usable yet, so I haven't added it into the program yet because it's not usable in terms of it takes 30 minutes for the agent to do what we could do in 5 minutes, and we can't walk away from it because it needs login support, right? Yeah. So it doesn't really make sense right now, but this is the evolution that's happening. So at some point, we're going to be able to automate absolutely everything in our business. Does that answer your question?
Scary and cool. Yeah, it does. It does.
So it can't really automate into all of your CRMs and all your platforms yet easily. I'm sure you can get a computer engineer to build you out something completely custom, but it's expensive. I would just wait. Use it where you can use it, but be a part of a community that will bring it to you when the capability is there.
And I'm glad that you're not like just throwing stuff out there just to sell it. You know, like it has to be usable. It has to be good. It has to be something that, you know, the agent will want to use and the client will want to use. And so, so if you guys, it's not cheap. I know your system's not cheap, but
it's lifetime access though, right?
It's lifetime access. And there is a discount if you go through Johnny Jennings. If you go through me, I'm not being paid to say this, by the way. I get paid $0 to say this, but so thankfully we've loosely partnered with Carrie on all this. So if you want to learn about Carrie's the AI solution, if you want to get, so what is the sticker price, Carrie, just so people know?
It's regular price $10,000, no renewal fees every year, no upsells, no nothing. You're in for life. In for life, 10 grand. If you want a crazy discount, reach out to me. Just go to madeformorerealty.com. You can find me on Instagram. It's not hard at all to do. We're not trying to sell you on this product, but if you're struggling, if you want something that's very affordable, I know 10 grand does not sound affordable. We'll wait till you hear what I can do for you in that realm. But yeah, we'd love to help you. We'd love to partner with you and grow your business through AI. With that, Carrie, go ahead. I forgot to mention, I have lives every single week and you get unlimited access to those. So I am there for a level of live support. Just wanted to throw that out there. Live support. That's how you created the custom GPT for that agent in construction in Palm Springs. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyways, tons of support. Carrie, it's been an absolute joy. And you're going to be live in person in Sacramento in just a couple of weeks. I believe, what is it, September 18th it is? Yeah, I'm doing 2 days back to back there. September 18th in Placer County and then 19th over in Folsom. So if you want to meet Carrie in person, if you want to ask her some questions that maybe didn't get answered on the radio, please show up. If you'd like more information about that, again, go to madeformorerealty.com. Just reach out to us. There's a little chat feature on the website. We'll get you your answers. Thank you, Carrie. Look forward to seeing you in person. Yes, and I'll be giving away free stuff, so you guys better show up if you're in Sacramento. You better show up. You're going to miss out if you don't.